And now, Freelance Heroism presents Dragon Heist.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Freelance Heroism. My name is Dees.
And I'm Rachel.
And before we even get started, I just want to take a second to thank all the patrons out there, in particular those who donate at the producer tier. Rachel,
Yes.
can you tell us about them?
Can
you tell us who they are?
Yes. So we want to say thank you to Duncan, Nate, Breakmeister, Rebecca, Orient_Tiger, and Chris Sones. Thank you so much, you guys.
Thank you. Rachel,
Yes.
what do you think about this weather lately? Not regional, but like the whole world. Like in, we'll say America. We'll isolate it to where we live.
Okay. It's bad. I don't like it.
It's not good.
No. I mean, we're all over in freelance. We're sort of all over
Right.
coast to coast. And I think all of us have been just suffering with this weather. I live in a pretty, like, northeastern state.
Frigid
And
location.
yeah.
A harsh. Sorry, I just like describing places that you live. Like, oh, it's
Actually,
harsh.
I live in Winterfell. Actually, is basically where I live, and it was the other day. It was like 97 and humid, and my house does not have AC, so I wanted to die.
I mean, I it's not something that you're used to up in that area.
No, it's not. Like, I grew up in Texas, but that's where I was at in Texas. It did get very hot, but it was also very dry heat because it was in the desert part. So, like, I'm fine if it gets really hot, but you add humidity onto that, and
Well, not just. I don't mean
I don't
just
like it.
you. I just mean your region is not
yeah,
prepared for hot temperatures. So
Yeah,
you guys don't have
exactly.
AC when it
Mhm.
snows half the year.
right. Yeah, like everybody here, I have two different types of heating systems in this
Right.
house, one of which can work if my power goes out. But like the majority of houses here don't have AC because it's not really,
Why would you?
yeah, you wouldn't really need it. There might be like maybe a week where it's really hot, but everybody would just open their windows and, put up some
Yeah.
fans.
So we're kind of in. Here's what I find interesting is that our actual locations are very telling of the patterns. Like we're maybe more acutely tuned to the change in weather
Hmm.
because we live literally surrounding the United States. You're up in Maine.
Mhm.
I'm down in the southeast in Georgia. Then we have a guy in Texas, and then we have a guy in California.
Yeah.
Right? So we're getting the full spectrum. D-Walk right now is having the worst fucking time of anyone
Oh, yeah.
because it's like, what did he tell us the other day? It was like 104.
Yeah, something like that. And
That was, I think I saw on the news, the low for the week, the average low
Mhm.
was 97.
yeah.
What?
That's all. And he does a lot of like really like physically hard work too.
We're
And
talking 118 degrees, 120 degrees.
yeah, it's like,
Fuck that shit.
and like anyone who works in those types of conditions.
He works on
Like-
asphalt.
Yeah. I'm talking to everyone. Bring water with you. Please drink water and bring extra water. Like, bring more water than you think you need if you
I'm
have to
just
like
saying,
go out.
imagine like you're like a steak that's making your own grill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't even imagine how hot it is for the average worker, right? Just a person who has to be outside for a chunk of the day, like
Mhm.
postal delivery people. That's gotta suck, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now imagine you're literally building like an asphalt flat surface that is going to get so hot.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, fuck that. I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But I mean, it's not just that, man. Like down here in Georgia, we're connected to the dick of the universe in Florida. And we got hurricanes coming up and these fucking seasonal storms,
Mm-hmm.
and the season just keeps getting wider.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like I've had a storm, I've had rain here, with lightning and without lightning, on and off every day for the past 2 weeks. There's been
Wow.
at least a little bit.
Yeah.
Right? Like these little waves of fucking storms coming through.
Mhm.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And it's so fucking human here. It's so human. I don't go outside. You want to know why I don't go? For all the people asking me to go out and grab dinner with them or whatever, and I'm not going, I always have work to do. It's mostly because I'm busy. But on the other hand, it's also because fuck outside. I'm not doing that. I could swim to the mailbox. It's so fucking humid. On the news here, it's regularly 100% humidity.
Ugh.
That is gross.
That is,
Ugh.
yeah, that is disgusting.
Anyway, ugh.
Ugh.
Yeah. Thanks, weather. Thanks, fucking ExxonMobil, you piece of shit. All right. Want to do a little on the PS5?
Yeah.
Do we have time?
Yeah, we have time.
I want a PS5, but I'm never gonna get one. I've made peace with it.
I want. So
not gonna-
I want to play. I want to play Demon Souls. I want
It's
a
just
PS5. So
it's not
bad.
real.
I want
We're
to play.
not gonna get one.
I want to play Elden Ring when it comes out.
Never gonna happen.
I want to play.
PS5's not even real. They didn't even make any.
I want to play the Spider-Man games.
It's a lie. They've tricked you. They've hoodwinked you. It was a deliberate ploy to get people through the rough times of the pandemic. They're just like, hey, we're making a new PlayStation. Everyone got real excited. Well, they didn't actually make any. They just took a bunch of photos. That's why it looks like a router. They just painted the edges of a router.
Oh, I see.
And they took a bunch of photos and they showed pictures of people playing with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's it. Ratchet and Clank doesn't exist. That game does not exist.
Maybe, I mean, it seems like there's slowly starting to be more opportunities where you might get
Where?
a chance to buy
Where are
one.
those opportunities at?
With the like the shuffle thing that Nate
That's been
showed
around
us.
forever. Did you
Well-
get one through the shuffle?
I did not. They didn't even bother to tell me I didn't get one until like 10:30 at night.
Yep. Same with me. You know what? Here's the thing: is
Mhm.
that we say there are all these opportunities. Oh, there are more opportunities are coming up for you to buy. No, they're not. No, they're not. I don't know what someone lied to everyone and told them the shuffle is just a way to get you to quit screaming at the fucking customer service people because their website crashed. That's it.
Could be.
Fucking Walmart can't keep their fucking website up when it's time to order. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, we're gonna get a restock in at noon, and then at 11:59, website crashes. It's like, oh, fun. And then when you finally get it to refresh back up, all of them are sold out.
Of course. Yeah.
It's like a ninja. You know the Ninja Vanish from Ninja Turtles, where he throws a smoke bomb and then they're gone. That's what it feels like.
That is kind of what it feels like. Yeah.
And you know what's even worse?
Hmm.
I heard a rumor, or I read a rumor.
Uh-huh.
That the well, and I say rumor, but it's practically confirmed that they're saying that the PS5 is about to get a remake, right?
What?
I swear to God, they were talking about the PS5 is going to get a remake. They had some issues with the parts on the original one, so they're going to remake a new one. It's going to have a smaller nanometer press, right, on the chips. So I can't remember if it's 6 or 3. It doesn't matter. The point is that there's going to be a new PlayStation 5, or it's supposedly supposed to be a rebuild. So like you know when they had the first one come out, the PS4, and they had the PS4 Slim, PS3,
Yeah.
PS3 Slim, whatever.
Yeah.
Sort of like that.
Okay.
And supposedly that due to, I can't confirm these because I don't know the people who leaked it or whatever, but there's
Mhm.
supposed to be like a small increase in processor speed in the new one, which adds a whole new wrinkle to it now. What if you do get one of the old ones? Do you buy it? Do you wait for the
that's
new one?
True. Yeah. That's
If they told you the hardware is gonna, like, they use different parts, but the hardware is gonna have the same performance, then it's whatever. Who gives a shit, right?
Mhm.
But I mean, this is gonna be a little faster. So does that matter? Am I gonna feel like an idiot for having rushed out to try to go through all these hoops to get a PS5, and then I get it, and I get the Fonzie collar version when they come out with this new fucking dope ass looking? I don't know what it's gonna look like.
I don't know. I don't know.
Does it disperse heat better? right?
Maybe it's the actual PS5. And like you were saying, all those other ones weren't real, and this
Were
is
fake.
like the actual one that's coming out.
I did a comic about the PS5 being a supervillain. He's like, "You'll never catch me." I thought it was funny. And in the last battle, nobody called me out, but my character is holding a gun. I'm shopping for a PlayStation. I got a gun. Nobody asked any questions. They just assumed it felt right. Yeah, I'm upset. I really want the PS5 because I want to be prepped for the. I want to play the Final Fantasy remake, and I want to buy a PS4 now.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Seems like a fucking crazy time to buy a PS4 now. And then I want to play the Final Fantasy 7 remake, and I want to play Final Fantasy 16. And I never want to look at 15 ever again. That's what my plan is.
Okay. Well, before you started talking about how much you hate Final Fantasy 15,
I'll talk about it in the postscript.
Why don't we go to this week's episode? This is Dragon Heist, episode 24, Flay Queen.
Flay Queen. Yeah.
Do you like this episode?
No, I hate this one.
Oh, okay.
I like that. Was great. It's a good episode.
All right, so back to you guys in a room. Rain is relaying the fear of the door and how unhealthy the door is to keep. Go.
Well, I mean, it's ours now, so we can kind of keep it safe. Maybe we can put something maybe thicker over it.
Well,
Maybe we should get a vault installed here, and then we could keep it in the vault.
Like Disney. We can artificially inflate the mirror's price.
Right. Yep.
Right?
And then we'll package those mirrors inside these stupid little plastic clamshell cases that are,
Right.
Yeah.
We can sell them multiple times.
Yeah. For hundreds of dollars more than what they're actually worth.
Yeah, and they only sell for $50. So take that however you want.
Yeah. I suppose a vault's not such a bad idea. The thought had crossed my mind about maybe bringing this up with the Black Staff, but I have a feeling that if we did that, they'd probably take it away from us. I'm just very worried about anything that could or may already have come through this mirror, so we need to be careful.
Yeah. Well, we'll keep an eye on it. Maybe we can put it up against the wall. So if anyone else tries to go through it, they'll have to move it. That'll be more obvious.
That's not a bad idea.
And no one can walk out into a flat wall, as far as I understand it.
Well, I certainly hope not. All right, that sounds good, at least for now, and we'll just keep an eye on things around here. So if you see anything out of place, anything's missing, anything's moved, let's just be a little extra diligent.
Okay.
In the meantime, did Adri fill you in on our discussion with the dearly departed?
She did. And then we went to the bookstore to get information on mind flayers.
And how did that turn out?
Well, I got a collection of these books downstairs, the ones you interrupted me from putting away. But I also got this one. I had to do a trade for it. It's pretty expensive. This is written by Mordenkainen himself. It's loose information. It's not going to be a whole lot. He knows how to fight against mind flayers, but it's not a complete text. So we had some trouble trying to figure out where the best way to get that. We were told from the owner was that we need to find someone from the Underdark, as they tend to frequent that location more than they do here. Following on a contact, Adri's brother attends a wizard school, the Black Staff School.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So we had a meeting arranged where we met with the black staff. She was into me. She thinks I'm cute.
No.
That's true. That's
not
what
true.
happens when
I
women meet me. They think
Don't
that.
really know what
I
that
know,
has to do with
it's not-
anything, but
no.
okay.
So we set up a dinner for later tonight, and we're going to meet up. We have to keep it secret, so don't tell anyone. We have to. We're going to meet up with someone, a contact they had got a hold of, and they're going to help us get some information. They're Drow. They used to live in the Underdark, or do currently. I don't know how that works, but we're going to meet up with them tonight. Ideally, we would not say anything about the mirror.
I don't have any plans on discussing it with anybody else. I would suggest none of you do the same.
Okay, well then we're supposed to meet up with them later tonight at the tower.
Yes.
All right. And what of this Alistair, this
We haven't
Xanath the
done-
contact?
We haven't done any. We haven't checked the tavern yet for him.
All right. Well, I may send a note out to a friend or two to see if they know anything about this gentleman before we approach him. But it sounds like we have another dinner to go to. You know how much I love dinner parties.
This neighborhood's really good. We can spend all our money on gear, and we don't have to buy food.
Yeah, you got a point there. I guess having to deal with company is a small price to pay for keeping our pockets lined.
We should host a party here too.
Oh,
Oh,
well, let's
yeah.
just not get ahead of ourselves here.
Well, we
That would
don't
be
have any
fun.
furniture, and
I don't know that you could necessarily have a sociable dinner party in what effectively is an operating room / morgue.
of course
But that's
you
just
can.
me.
I have all the tools for
Okay,
cutting.
let me rephrase that. You
roast.
can, you probably shouldn't.
And I've already showed a bunch of people how to dissect a chicken.
Although maybe we should wait until we have the mirror locked in a safe or a vault before we. throw a
Yeah,
party.
that would probably be a good idea.
And also maybe that we have a dining room table
Yeah.
for like the
Okay.
food to sit on.
True.
Well, if we have a big turnout, they can always go upstairs and enjoy
We're
the
planning
unicorn
a
room.
non-existing dinner party. We should go to our dinner tonight, and we'll
I agree.
think about that later.
Wholeheartedly agree.
Yeah. All right.
Um,
What time is it, Dewok?
I'm guessing it's probably around 8:39, something like that.
I'm gonna go back to
yeah.
putting my books away.
Yeah, it's about 9 a.m.
I would probably spend the rest of the day then. I will certainly send out some missives to some people within my network just to try and see what kind of information some pre-intelligence on Alistair. And then I've got basically just my normal business, a little bit of politician work here and some, meetings of that sort, just kind of basic mundane stuff that I'll fill the rest of the day with until it's time for dinner.
I'm gonna do some research then.
All right.
I'm gonna arrange the furniture that I had delivered.
Sounds good. Then yeah, it's pretty much a quiet day then for everyone. Rain gets his work done, his political stuff going through. Kavir's studying, Adri's rearranging her room.
Welcome
Submissives
to D&D, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah. Submissives
Excitement.
Submissives do come back about Alistair. Not much. Just that he is indeed a Xanther mid-level boss. And he does work out of the Castle Ward. The odd part is normally you get a lot more details about a guy when you send out your missives through your contacts. This time you didn't.
We don't even know what he looks like.
Do you think this could be a setup? To have us, now that he's been notified that we're looking for him, we could set us up. Station a person to be him.
Maybe.
We don't know that he knows that we're looking for him.
We put out a missive and we didn't get much information back, right?
Maybe
Well, I mean, I've only been contacting people that I trust to say, what, have you heard of this person? What do you know about them? I would like to venture a guess to say that doesn't spread so that he's not a, uh, I don't know. Do
Well,
I
you figure
get
your contacts have to get the information from people, correct?
Well, I would be asking people not to go find out for me. I'm asking people, have you heard of this guy and do you know anything? And if the answer is no, I'm not going to make them go actively search it out.
Okay.
It would just be, it's just general fact finding as opposed to like, actually, my detective friend.
Yes.
That's who I'm going to also get in contact with. I don't want him actively searching for anything. I don't want him, traipsing around and accidentally tipping someone off. I just want to know what he knows.
All right.
So you know what? That being said, then I would probably schedule a lunch with him.
You should also bring that ribbon.
What is my ribbon?
Yeah, but if you need someone that speaks thieves' camp, detectives tend to be in that camp.
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right. So you go to have lunch with Vincent Trench. As you approach, he's sitting there,
Just fucking everything up.
smooth jacket, hat pulled down, smoking his pipe, sitting back, just relaxing.
They bite
Leans
my
it
style
over and-
so hard, these scrubs.
Taps the pipe, the ash out, and begins to repack it. Lights it back up with a couple. Looks over. Mr. Rain.
How are you, Vincent?
I'm doing good. Better now that I got more business.
Oh, well, that's good. I'm glad to see business is booming.
It's about to.
Oh,
He looks at you. What you got?
well, I don't know if I'd necessarily say this is lucrative business, but there is a little bit of information you might be able to help me out with. Two things. Do you know anything, first off, about a gentleman by the name of Alistair? He's probably something like a middle-level manager within Xanathar's guild. And then second thing, I've got something I'd like you to take a look at.
All right. Well,
Do
first
you think
off,
that's infected? Sorry.
Have you how much experience do you have in butthole dusting?
Yeah, I woke
I have
up and
great
seemed...
experience in butthole dusting.
I got her.
It's always good to get her when she's drinking.
I'm so sorry. To be fair, that was completely unintentional. I had no idea. I just caught it out of the corner of my eye, and then I was like, okay, I have to take the point. Sorry, future Rachel. Yeah. So what can you what can you tell me about this Alistair gentleman?
Well, Alistair, we're talking about mid-level boss Xanathar.
Mm-hmm.
Hangs out in the castle ward.
Okay.
Everyone got the
All
same
right.
document?
No, he's like, we're talking about the right one, the same one, right?
I assume that sounds about right.
They call him the son of the butcher.
Ooh. Okay.
His father was a
nice meat market gentleman. That
enforcer.
kind of butcher.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, never that lucky.
No. Alistair's picked up his traits. He's kept his hands clean the last few years because he's climbed the ladder high enough he doesn't have to bloody his hands anymore. But when you wanted an answer out of someone, you sent Alistair.
I see. Okay. Any idea exactly where he hangs out in the castle ward?
There's a certain pub he likes to favor. It's a comfortable one. It's a nice one.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I believe I know exactly which one you're talking about now.
All right.
All
Yeah,
right.
he likes to hang out there. Just a heads up, though.
Mm-hmm.
He's devil branded.
You don't say. How so?
A couple generations back, one of his family members made a deal with the devil.
Ooh.
One of them, not sure which, but His skin marked in that fucking. His skin is marked with that infernal tattoo. Same one his father had, same one his grandfather had.
Huh.
Family's indebted for something, not sure what, but whoever made the deal, the generations later pay for it, and they're protected for it.
Yeah, sounds like a peach of a gentleman.
Uh,
All right. Well,
yeah, he's
okay.
all nice and toasty.
Okay. Well, good to know. For the second thing, one of my associates came across this. It's written in Thieves' Cant, and I'm usually pretty good at that, but this one's a little bit out of my league. Maybe there's, I don't know, a different translation, but
No, there's a group that uses this particular Thieves' Cant. It's similar. I mean, more similar than the normal rogue.
All right.
You ever heard of the Professionals?
I can't say that I have. No.
Oh, you liar!
They
Rain hasn't.
Yes, he has. Everyone's heard of the Professional.
They got ran out of Waterdeep not too long ago.
Oh, those professionals.
Yeah. The Black Network and them kind of had a little war. They didn't make it through as well as they wanted to out here in the Sword Coast. They're pretty heavy, though, back in the east and the central and the Dalelands, but out here right now. That's looks real close to what they do, but
that's what they want you to believe.
There's changes to it.
So
it's like almost
similar,
yeah.
but not quite.
It's enough. This is probably an offshoot of them.
And then none of these professionals left here in Waterdeep.
There could be a few in town. I heard the Zents ran one out not too long ago. But to get your hands on them, you're gonna have to find the Zent that did it.
Well, great.
You shouldn't be too hard. Your elf friend knows him. She's hung with him a few times.
Oh, really?
Younger fellow, noble kid. Yeah, not many people know he has the other side to him.
Do you have reason to believe that my elven associate does?
I don't know why she's hanging with the Zant, but she's been seen with him a few times.
I may have to have a discussion with her about this tonight over dinner.
Word is also
You're
she's
not
riding
my
with.
father. You can't tell me who I can't hang out with.
Word
And
is
even
also.
if my father told me, I wouldn't listen to him anyway.
Quick, throw something through a window so we'll pay attention.
Word's also that she likes riding carriages at night with pirates, but who knows?
Well, now, to be fair, I was aware of that one, and that one's a lot more innocent than most people seem to be making it out to be, but...
He's got 3 peg legs.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think she swabbed his deck. So just...
Oh, that's a good one. How did I not think of that? God damn it. I'm so disappointed with myself. Swabbed his deck. Motherfucker.
Well, all right. Well, let's just keep these things between us, and thank you for the information. I appreciate it.
She gave him a jolly rogering.
Anytime. Come back. Shop's always open.
Understood. Thank you, sir. And yeah, I will make a note to have a discussion with Princess this evening about her consort. I'm not really sure exactly which word I should use there. It could be either or. All right, I got my information.
All right.
On to dinner.
So night comes, or the afternoon comes, it goes, evening begins to form, dusk begins to show, and you guys head off to the Blackstaff Tower for dinner. Is there anything you guys want to do before you leave?
We make sure we move that mirror up against the wall.
Yeah, actually, let's put the mirror down in the basement with the tubes.
Okay.
That way
we
it's out of sight for anyone that walks in.
should take some of the tubes and wrap them around to make sure that the sheet can't move.
Actually, I was thinking what might be a really good idea is I can use some of the charcoal that I use to brew potions. We can just black out the mirror, so that way there's no reflection.
That's not a bad idea. I just wonder. I hope the act of touching it.
I'll use a brush. I have one that I use for your butthole.
It was you.
It's always been me.
It was Kavir in the bedroom with the brush.
Brush, yeah.
I've been dusting your butt for 22 years. You
Did
got
we have-
sloppy.
Yeah, he was the brush, not the candlestick.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's just prepping it for his tubes.
It was Beast with the candelabra. Eventually going to be jokes that are not butthole based, I'm sure. Right? We're building towards something.
This is what, year 3 of this podcast? Are you sure about
We
that?
call it butthole gaming. Free pants gaming.
Freelance buttholism.
Oh,
If it isn't
Yeah.
butthole scrunchies, it's butthole brushes.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
scrunchies.
Let's try the charcoal thing. Why not? That doesn't sound like a bad idea.
Right, and it won't take long. I have a bunch of it already granulated up for making potions. So
Okay.
cool. Anyone want to try any of this blue coffee?
Blue coffee.
No.
It's made from apples.
That doesn't make it better.
Alchemy's weird. Okay, you can make anything out of anything. It just
Are
won't
you
always come
blaming-
out the right color.
Are you blaming this on alchemy?
Yes. Name another person who makes coffee out of apples, and let's have that conversation.
That's not coffee.
That's not coffee. That's
coffee.
juice.
No, it tastes like coffee. It's coffee.
Well,
I don't believe
then
you.
you're doing it wrong.
It has all of the same effects. Look, it doesn't matter what it looks like as long as it works.
Do you have a
Right?
sense of taste?
I do. Coffee tastes like chicken. Kidding.
And also apples.
And also
And
apple.
apples.
Everything tastes like apple chicken. No, anyway, I'm going to pour myself a steaming mug of blue coffee.
Enjoy.
It doesn't matter what it looks like. It matters how it tastes. And it does smell like coffee, just for the people. It literally smells just like coffee.
Okay.
All right,
All
let's
Uh,
go.
Yeah.
Right? I'm going to, like, hold it in front of your face. We're
So-
going to get to this wizard tower, and they're going to be like, is that apple coffee? Oh, my God. How'd you get it so blue? I'm going to be like, oh, thank you. It's my alchemy skills. My friends are assholes and are uncultured.
I'm gonna leave and go look for a carriage.
All right. You guys get a carriage and you guys take it over to Blackstaff. As you guys approach, the guards pretty much usher you guys right in. No issues. They were expecting you. They even, when you guys approached, they held up crystals with pictures of your faces inside.
How did they get those?
Yeah, I'm a little scared about that.
Oh, that's how they identify people. It's like a visual.
Right, but how did they get the initial pictures of us?
We met
With
them
a water
at the party. They're wizards.
But they didn't take our picture.
We're the
Nobody
Waterdeep Secret
takes-
Police. We have it.
Nobody takes pictures, Rachel. Cameras don't exist.
It's all the secret cameras.
This is magic.
Waterdeep has turned into a police state. Yay.
So,
Yeah, you can edit that out.
It's not, no, fuck the police state. We literally have a DMV that takes pictures of everybody.
Yeah.
I always love that.
I
that thing
know,
where people
I
are
know.
like, government's onto you, man. I'm like, you have a number with your name attached to it that the government recognizes you by. All of
Yes.
your fingerprints, thumbprints are on a big file. They know what shots you've had and which ones you haven't.
Yep.
You're fucked. You're already
Yeah.
fucked.
Yeah.
People are like, they're gonna find out my secrets by having a Google Home.
The government's going to know I like having my butthole dusted.
See, I think the solution should be to make so much ridiculous information that it'd be very difficult to sort through it all, right?
Yeah.
I think that's probably the best solution for everything. Just put your name on fucking everything. Sign up for all of the newsletters and all of the fucking rent books randomly from the library. Make it difficult for them to figure out anything about you. They were like, I don't know. He's either planning some sort of attack or he really, really likes key lime pie. It's impossible for us to figure out what's happening.
There's like some NSA agent out there thanking God that he found our podcast so it's not as boring as the last guy who was looking up.
Oh my God. I wish that guy was like, oh my God, he's given people a tactic for how to beat our fucking... We're never going to be able to determine who's terrorist and who likes pie.
So, you guys get brought up a number of floors in the Blackstaff Tower.
I'm sorry.
That's all
I've
good.
got this visual of these fucking people sitting around a big boardroom with their laptops out. They're like, he's fucking with the algorithm.
So, you guys reach the top. There's a table prepared for you. There's Blackstaff. You see someone next to her sitting at the table, veil over the face, fully gloved up, no skin showing. Food's prepared out in front of you guys, and Blackstaff motions you guys over to take a seat.
I will sit.
I will sit.
I will stand for none of this. No, I'll sit.
Okay. Blackstaff looks at her guest and says, so she goes off and she, introduces each of you to the guest, and she looks at the guest, looks back, and she's like, this is Lady Silk Shadow.
There you go. Nice dodge.
Thanks. She removes her veil, and you guys see a drow in front of you. Ears, pierced
Nose,
up and down both sides.
shoulders, knees,
Nose
and toes.
pierced. Long white hair braided in the back. She looks over. I am pleased to meet you.
It's nice to meet you.
Hey.
Pleasure.
I hear that you guys are in need of answers about mind flayers, aberrations, and those that come from the other world.
Yes. We sort of had some sort of run-in and just barely escaped. So we thought maybe it'd be a good idea for me to do some research on its biology and habits and what makes it such a formidable foe. Unfortunately, the selection of books here aren't the highest grade. She opens her laptop and begins clicking away.
Under Dark Web MD.
Oh my God, I have fucking spider cancer.
But she continues to begin to speak about mind flayers, and she's like, well, normally they're not alone. Normally they come in a group, and they are connected to an elder brain that has a goal for them. They normally work in, like I said, groups. They're extremely dangerous by themselves, extremely formidable. All their attacks are against the mind. Very few actual creatures and races themselves know actually how to defend against mind flayers. The way they just go after a mind and completely obliterate it is unique.
Do you have any books or texts on it?
No, but I can tell you how they attack and how they move.
Okay.
And she begins to explain to you the different attacks. You recognize one of them as the one that she knocked the shit out of all you with.
Yeah, that one sounds familiar. I believe I ate that one.
So she's like, I'm not surprised.
Did they do something where they put something in your ear?
Yes. Eventually they will put a larva and it'll crawl through your ear and attach to your brain, and eventually it grows throughout time. And once it grows to a certain point, it begins forcing your body to change itself into a mind flayer.
Huh.
It's how they reproduce.
Brain babied.
There is no way to reverse it.
Okay, well.
Well, we're
I
going to be
think that
taking
answers-
earplugs with us everywhere we go. I know that much.
They can also enter your butthole. Oh my God!
Their
Quick, get that man to
favorite
a
thing
hospital.
is to dust buttholes when you're sleeping. But no.
Yeah, they use
So-
confectionery sugar.
But she's like, was there any specific questions you had about them beyond the different attacks I can tell you about and how they move and survive through colonies?
Well, was there any of them that live here? I know that there's at least one. How far does their control spread from the elder brain?
As far as I know, there is no elder brain in the city. Now, I'm not sure about Undermountain that goes down below, but I haven't heard any rumors myself of an elder brain being in the area. If there's a mind flayer here, as they say, it's operating solo, which is out of pattern.
Well, we know there might be a second one because we've heard a rumor of someone putting something in their ear. So we can assume there's two. How long does it take for a person to undergo the transformation?
Depends how strong the person is.
Hmm.
If they have a second one, then they are the...
They are the...
She's like, I'm trying to translate it from Underdark. They're the higher being, the prime of their species, if they're infecting underlings and turning them, which means them themselves may be operating as the hive mind that connects to the other mind flayers.
So it could be an even more dangerous mind flayer.
Possibly, yes. It's not undead, is it?
I don't think so.
That's a good thing.
Okay. Not that we're aware of.
You don't want to deal with an undead mind flayer.
I don't think I want to deal with an unundead mind flayer, but okay. Thanks for the warning.
Why wouldn't we want to deal with that?
They're almost 4 times as hard to kill as the normal ones. They're resistant to more. They're not right after they die in the brain, and they weren't right to begin with, but they're especially psychotic afterwards.
We should I'm gonna take down all this stuff in some notes. I'm gonna sort of formulate my own book. Dr. Raven's Guide to Brain Fuckery. All right, well, thank you. This was informative.
Mhm.
Anytime.
It
was nice to speak to somebody that wasn't drow or trying to kill me.
Oh, I don't hold any of those prejudices. Didn't we have a ribbon?
I don't think we discussed showing the ribbon to any of them.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, no, I think anything that's maybe
There is
attached to the mirror.
Yeah, there's no connection here.
Yeah. No, I think that was the purpose of the dinner, and it sounds like we got what we needed, and
All right.
Just
I'm gonna
enjoy
pack up
some-
a few of these apple flavored chicken strips. And some key lime pie, NSA.
yeah, I would just say we would just enjoy the dinner and the company and call it a night.
I wanted to ask the black staff something.
All right, go for it.
Have you heard about elves that have been getting killed?
She pauses for a minute. In what regard?
I heard that like there's parts of towns that parts of town that are dangerous for elves because it seems like they're being specifically targeted and killed, but it doesn't seem like anyone's really looking into it.
She's like, well, that's the first I've heard of like someone specifically targeting elves. She's like, I can take a look. I mean, I can have her men look around. I mean, there's deaths in town all the time. I haven't specifically targeting elves, you say?
That's what I was warned about.
All right. Well, I'll have the watch look into it. If they don't, I'll send Force Gray.
Okay.
So, seems odd that somebody would try that here in town.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's because
So-
of their erratic sleeping.
We don't
Maybe
sleep,
someone's-
actually.
Yeah, I was thinking, mate, what if everyone's putting the entire town to sleep and the only people unaffected by it? Could a mind flayer put someone to sleep?
Yes, easily.
Hmm.
So then this could be a linkage, maybe. You think if you were going to put an entire population to sleep, I mean, I wear armor, But if I were to say maybe the only people who would be immune to something like that getting offed doesn't seem like, I mean,
Yeah. A way
there'd be
to
less resistance.
cover up the evidence. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I should ask if there's a increased incident of butthole related chicanery going on, but I'll just keep that one to myself.
Well, I mean, okay, outside of character though. Think about it though. If they're targeting elves,
yeah. No, I get it totally where you're going with that. Yeah.
if they're putting large segments of the town to sleep so they could carry out a task, they would kill the elves that were in that area before they launched that. So that way the elves wouldn't be like, if it's only in segments of town, that even follows a pattern that way, right?
Yeah, and you could absolutely track what's going on if you were to plot out where and when the deaths are occurring to see, is it like totally random or does it happen in a pattern like you say, is like one part of town one night and then one part of town the following night?
And if that's what's happening, right? And this is all speculation at this point, but if they were doing something like that and we could plot where they were when the people were killed, and then look to see if anybody has any remembrance of particular hours, ask like a large section of people if anyone remembers hours around when that murder occurred or directly following that murder.
Mm-hmm.
Like, imagine if you were the mind flayer, you put a segment of the city to sleep, right? And then 2 people are still walking around. That would be who you'd target, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that they wouldn't see whatever was happening.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then when everyone woke up, it would look like those elves were the ones that were targeted.
Yeah.
That being said, I'm not a detective, but if I were, I'd be fucking great at it. Also, way better than that other piece of shit.
Refresh my memory. What race is Rainier Neverember?
Human.
He's human. Okay.
Yeah, but they probably wouldn't do that because mind altering effects are reduced on elves, right?
Elves are can't be put to sleep magically, and I believe they have advantage against being charmed.
Right. So that might be that. I'm telling you, it links up. If we're talking about a mind flayer, then people who are resistant to those types of effects,
Yeah.
or purely immune to it, or have no sleeping. That's funny that Rachel. Isn't it funny how we can tie it all together? I'm not saying that is what's happening, but
Yeah.
that's
But
something we
it's
should look
interesting
into.
that it's connected.
Yeah. Thank
Well-
you for repeatedly talking about sleep.
Well, maybe after we finish dinner here, we should go walk around the where it's dangerous for elves and see if anything happens.
Well, is it dangerous for elves now? Now that the
Well, it's
task
night. I think it's happening at night.
is it in the same areas over and over again?
I believe so, but I think our DM has fallen asleep.
Next time on Freelance Heroism.
Well,
David.
he's either fallen asleep or he's frozen.
David. Oh.
Someone's coming to dust your butthole.
He got dust in his butthole. And everybody wants to rub their toothbrush on it. Got a minty fresh colon. And I'm gonna rub my brush on it. He's gonna wake up humming that song at work and he's gonna be like, I am such a weirdo.
But really, I honestly cannot tell if he's asleep or if he's...
I'm not.
There's artifacting on the camera. So
Is it?
it isn't frozen. It's active, it's alive.
Okay. So he's...
It's good to know that we could put David to sleep.
Yeah, I know.
DM to sleep. Hold on, someone call his phone.
I thought maybe that would chime for him.
Does anyone have his phone number? I don't have his phone number.
I don't have his phone number.
Oh, wait. I got it. Hold on.
Okay.
Hello, sir. I'm calling to offer you butthole dusting insurance. It's very important that you have this. Someone could randomly break into your home at any moment and dust your butthole. With our butthole insurance, you can be remunerated for your loss.
Did he turn his phone off?
I
You
don't
may
know.
put it on silent.
But I'm calling him from Facebook Messenger. I don't have his actual phone number.
Let me see. I don't think I have his actual phone number. Oh, I do.
Call him and watch that alarm go off.
It's ringing.
This is a very funny thing that's happening right now.
Yeah.
We should just probably end the game, I think.
Well, yeah, I think we don't have much of a choice. I mean, we could ride on the bus as long as we want, but if
What
the
if
drivers...
David's voicemail. This is Rachel. We're watching you asleep in Zoom.
Oh, you know what's really funny though? If he's playing this, like the mind flayer put him to sleep. We can confirm Dewok is not an elf.
Really committed
Yes.
to it.
All right, well, guys, that was fun.
Well, we should resume next game where we go to, I think it's the docks that the elves are being killed. So we should go there, especially since it's nighttime now, so it's extra dangerous.
Yeah. Well, we can do that, and then maybe follow up the following day, snooping around the empty keg.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right. I hate to...
This is very funny to me.
Wow, he is out of it.
Oh yeah, he's fucking done. All right, I'm gonna yell. Okay, so everyone be prepared.
Nope.
You got nothing. You got a feather duster. Get your
Nope.
toothbrush.
Oh,
Hey, I woke
James.
him up. I'm talking about feather dust. Just woke him right up. What's up, man?
Hey, David.
I'll sleep, dude.
You've
Sorry
been
about that.
asleep for 18 years. Thanks for listening to Freelance Heroism Plays Dragon Heist. If you would like to support us, please check out our Patreon. We're at patreon.com/freelance_heroism. We have different things there. Character journals, art, bloopers, stuff like that.
Our cast includes me as Dr. Kavir the Raven, Rachel as Adri the Highborn Artificer, Nate as Rain Trichet, Dockside Officiant, and of course, Dewok as Dr. Midnight, and everybody else in the game. Thanks for listening to Freelance Heroism Plays Dragon Heist. And we don't invoice in this group. We'll be back next week with more episodes, so stay tuned. Why are eggs wider at the bottom than they are at the top?
Well, you're assuming that part's the bottom.
Oh, there you go. That's a perspective switch. I would propose that anything that when you set it down immediately becomes the bottom is the bottom. I think gravity is the deciding factor in this.
Okay.
Why aren't the sides of eggs equal is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Why they got that kind of,
Well, isn't that sort of, I mean, it's like sort of an elliptical shape, and you see that a lot in nature, right?
Yeah, but one side, the ellipse is oblong. It's not.
True.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Probably not that one.
You're just talking about eggs for 10 minutes.
Yeah.